Well, hello, everybody. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics coming to you live from the fish room tonight. This is Tuesday, June the 13th, 2023, and it is so good to be here. I'm glad to have everyone chiming in. Don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't subscribed and you like the content, there's lots of playlists on my channel, over almost maybe over 800 videos now. And anyway, I accept super chats and what the other stuff is, memberships. Want to say hi to Skull Aquatics, my number one mod, Craig's Catfish Cave, and we hope to have a special guest tonight for a few minutes. He's in the process of getting the email and logging in. And the topic tonight is what changes we need to make in our fish rooms and in our ponds, outside summer tubs when the environment changes. Sergeant Tank is in the house. Hello, Jeremy. Hey there, popping in to say hello. Have to get back to the kiddos. Love you guys. Hello, Jeremy, and hope you and your lovely family are doing well and enjoying those chickens and all the other critters you have out there in the country. So good to see you. We want to welcome also Legacy Hobbyist Melvin in the house. Yes, say hello to Sergeant Tank. He's not real active on YouTube right now. Every once in a while, he'll pop in and do a live stream, and I don't know anything about it. But he has wonderful, wonderful content that you really should check out. So if you don't know Sergeant Tank, go over there to his YouTube channel, subscribe, and check out those videos. And tonight we're talking about what environment changes we need, or what changes we need to make in our fish rooms, in our outside ponds when the environment changes. And that's not just seasonal environment changes, it might be from day to day, like our friend Pam up in Wyoming. She on Facebook gives us daily weather changes. One minute it might be snow blizzard, the next minute it might be flooding. And I believe yesterday she was having hail and a hailstorm. I know Sunday night we had a storm come through here, knocked things over outside, tore some shingles loose over at the church fellowship hall, and a metal downspout was ripped off the face of the building, and it was quite a just it was there and gone. But I'm glad to be alive, glad to have power and running water. And here, my AC is ran on electricity, so I thank God for that. Nothing real new in the fish room. I did lose all four of those yo-yo loaches, though. And right now, that aquarium with the daisy rice fish um, has a bad outbreak of ick. So I am treating that aquarium. I did a water change. Well, hello there, Mister.
It won't let me. It's sending me around my Google and it won't let me check in.
Oh, it won't let you.
I
Did you go through Safari instead of Chrome?
don't know.
All right, we're going to help Mr. SLC Aquatics for a minute. I hope you don't mind. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you for holding out. Got him set up. The audio stream's current bit rate is low. Okay, hopefully uh, you'll get me here. I'm glad everyone is safe. Yes, thank you. Yes, Rod will be joining us in a few seconds when he gets upstairs in front of his aquarium. And I'll put your all. Well, hello there, Mr. SLC Aquatics.
Hello. Do I need a headphone on?
Nope, everything's fine. I have a headphone on, and so there's no feedback.
For some reason, I can't hardly hear you.
You might have to turn your volume up on the side of your phone.
Nope, it's all the way up.
Testing 1, 2. It might be me. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing. Is everybody hearing me okay? Testing 1, 2. How about that? Nope, that's headphone audio.
Mine's real low.
Anybody else having mic problems on my end? AV is good. Skull says I'm going to go into recording, microphone. It may have switched back to my camera. We'll be with y'all in a few minutes, guys. Sorry. How about that, Rod? Testing.
Yeah, I can hear a little bit better.
All right. And I need to make sure that my audio is not on the camera, but on the front of the panel. Okay, is that better? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to
I can hear you okay.
All right. I'm gonna I'm gonna take you out of the studio for a second till you flip your I can mute your mic. I'll mute your mic while you're fidgeting with the camera. He's trying to switch the camera so y'all can see his aquarium. And I believe he froze himself up. Okay, turn your camera side, your phone. Okay. Got your mic. I unmuted your mic now.
It's not muted or anything, but I just have my volumes all the way up, and I can barely hear you.
Okay.
Would have
You
been
got
good.
you got your Bluetooth in?
Yeah.
Disconnect that.
It's disconnected.
All right. I've got you. You got me better?
Nope.
Nope.
But
You can you just muted your mic, so leave and come back. The same link. All right, we're having technical difficulties there, guys, but he'll be back in a few minutes, hopefully. And I want to welcome new local Alston and Aquaballs who just came in. And if I missed anybody else, I'm sorry. Um, but Rod's going to be with us for a few minutes tonight. He wants to show you all what his 40-gallon is looking like. And tonight's subject is what changes, if anything, do we make to our fish rooms or our outside summer tubs or anything like that when our environments change. I know a little bit about the bariatric uh, pressure and temperatures and stuff like that that happens outside prior to a storm. And the fish are very responsive outside when there is a, a storm on the way. They actually go to the bottom of the pond and go to their hiding places. They don't come up for food because they are aware of the barometric, is it barometer, pressure that changes in the environment that you and I are not as sensitive to, but the animals are. And in the fish room, I know during the spring and summer here, even though I keep my air conditioning on all the time, um, sometimes the fish room can get warm. So I like to have my environments require the fish to be about 75 degrees. And then some of them like it even cooler around 70, 72. So if I don't have a heater in their aquarium, like the shrimp tanks, I think one of them has a heater in it. The other one doesn't. I think I lost the colony of cherry shrimp behind me after a water change. So the pH may have changed. I don't know. And then, like upstairs, the tank that I had the yo yo loaches in were in the tank with the daisy rice fish. I lost one yo yo loach in that aquarium, took him out, flushed him. I didn't do a small water change at that time, but the next day I caught the other three out and lost one after just a couple hours. And then the other two that I put in my catch all 40-gallon, they passed away the very next day. And then the aquarium that I took them out of, which was a quarantine tank, I had the daisy fish in there. And now the daisy fish are all spotted up with ick. So I did a water change. I'm using ick X. I didn't turn the I changed heaters out. So it was 74, now it's 77. And tonight when I do another water change, I'm going to raise it up another 2 degrees, and by in the morning I may raise it up another 2 degrees. So I know that the life cycle of ick is 48 hours, and the one treatment that they've already had, they look better. And some of them that were heavily coated with ick are only partially coated with ick now. And so he has to find the Rod has to find the old email and click on that link to come back into the live stream. I need to check my phone to see if he's sending me messages. Yeah, he's having problems. He just got a new phone and he's learning how it works. And I'm having a sunspot in my face tonight. So, anybody else, if he's able to join us later, he will. Do you make any changes in your fish room? Um, in the summer, I'll probably unplug all of my heaters. Right now, I still have a few of them plugged in. And I know the Shelleys They're in a small 5-gallon aquarium with a preset heater that heats to about 74, 75. So I'm going to check it right quick. Actually, it's 77. I think I'm going to unplug this one in the 20 beside me because it's already at 78. And, plecos don't like it that warm. At least my blue eye don't. So I'm going to let that tank cool down a little bit. So does anybody else make any changes in their fish room? I know some people have it in their basements, and so they use dehumidifiers and maybe space heaters to keep the fish room itself at 78 to 80 degrees. But during the summer, do you do any changes? Do you turn the heat off? Do you have to add box fans to cool things down? Um, I guess it's determined by what species you're keeping. And I have over 20 species in my fish rooms now. The baby bronze corridor are growing up. I'm getting ready to separate um, some of the older or the others that are larger in size. Hello there, Mr. SLC Aquatics.
Hello.
Can you turn your phone sideways? What we call landscape. There you go.
Okay.
I just asked the question about is there any changes that people make in their fish rooms during environmental changes, like from season to season or during a storm, or, sometimes our fish rooms heat up during the summer and they cool off during the winter. So you have to add heaters to your aquariums. And Skull Aquatics says he has no heaters in his room in the summer, just central air. And I just unplugged one of my heaters because this aquarium beside me was already at 78. And I know the blue eyed pleco in there doesn't like it that warm.
Yeah, I'm too new to know what to do if the seasons change. My tank's been running just about 74.5 or so.
Okay. Turn that little desk light on.
Okay.
I know there might be a glare when you do film your aquarium, but we'll just suffer through it.
Yeah, the ceiling light was too bright.
Yeah.
The other light
But
looked like I was dying.
so is my volume better?
A little bit, but not much. I had to restart my phone.
Yeah, I just lost volume on you. You're doing something on your hand with your hand.
All I'm doing is holding the phone by the sides.
Yep. The way you were holding it, your volume went out almost completely with your left hand.
But
There you are. And you are connected to Wi-Fi, correct?
correct.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you. Earlier, Legacy Hobbyist Melvin said hello. And Craig's Catfish Cave said, "Hi, Mr. SLC." I'm going to
Okay,
go
I don't.
in.
Now, do I see chats if I hit
You
chat?
you may not.
Okay.
Um, you'll see the word comments to the right,
Okay.
and that way you can see chat.
See you then.
Huh?
I can't see you. We'll have to work on this another time.
Oh yeah. I just appreciate you willing to try something new. Skull Aquatic says on the phone you either see the comments or the video. So on the phone, that would limit you.
Okay. The computer would have let me do either.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to hold up the stream just talking about me having problems.
Well, I wanted to know if you remember how to switch your camera from front to back so that we can see your aquarium. I think we went into the settings over there on the right.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Awesome. I'm going to put you on the large screen.
There we go. This
There.
my aquarium. I'm very much a novice at this, so I don't have a lot of knowledge. Uh, but I have the. I think I have two. I think I have the Harlequin Rasburros and name of the other Rasburro.
Harlequin and the pork chop, whatever.
Yeah, and I had a pork chop, and I have three rainbow fishes. I
They're,
have
they're dwarf
three.
rainbows. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's one of my polar blue cichlids. Um, found out I have to keep those fed pretty good, otherwise I'll be missing fish.
have a
And
we have a half eat guppy, don't we?
his stuff seems to be growing back. His tail's looking pretty good.
Okay.
And
What kind of
but
corridoras do you have?
huh?
What kind of corridora do you have?
Cor- I don't know. I
Bronze.
just knew they were corridoras.
Yeah, bronze.
Oh, bronze corridoras.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and I forgot the guppies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like to be represented.
He has male guppies in there. I didn't add any pregnant females because he didn't want an overpopulation issue. You did
And I
find
have snails. And I don't know what they are, but I'm having lots of them.
I think
So,
most of yours are bladder snails.
okay. I didn't really want snails, but I have snails. And I have live and artificial plants. So, I'm happy with the way it looks. I sit in here sometimes with the lights off like it is now and look at them and feed them and uh,
Do you see that
shit.
on the screen?
Huh?
Do you see what I just added on the screen at the bottom? Skull Aquatics.
Oh, wow, nice tank.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. It's enjoyable. It's relaxing sometimes after a long day, and sometimes I like my TV, but sometimes I just need the peace and quiet and to watch the fish swim and listen to the air tanks and stuff, and
Hey,
it's
Rod.
enjoyable. It's more relaxing than I thought. It adds a different nuance to my room.
Good. On the screen, Legacy Hobbyist says, "Wow, very beautiful tank, Rod. Great job."
Thank you.
I wanted you to tell everybody how in the world are you getting all of those bubbles in your back in the back of your aquarium? Try to
Uh,
try it again. Your audio cut out.
Uh, it's just the pump I have and the air stones I used. When I plugged it up, that's just how it was. I wasn't really trying for something, I don't really have the understanding as to why mine seemed to be putting out so much bubbles because someone else made a
This
comment.
Yeah, this is a medium size air stone. He has two of them. and he has the Tetra Whisper 100 that has two outlets on it. And so one feeds a large sponge filter in the middle. And so he divided the other output on the um, air pump and fed two air stones in each corner.
Yeah. And I like my little pot back there with the air bubbles coming out of it.
It's like a broken vase, and your blue parrot, your polar
They,
blue parrot cichlids love. They've
yeah, they
already
love
paired off.
hanging out in there.
Yeah, they've already paired off, and they pretty much stay back there.
Yeah.
And the other little one chases the other little one away. What's this going on in the middle of the screen right now?
Yeah, they're constantly after something. So I'm not an avid fish hobbyist, but I've grown to like it. Does love, but
You cut out.
I say it doesn't replace the love I have for my cars because I'm just holding it on the side, so I don't know why it's cutting out.
Okay.
But
It might be real sensitive to touch.
yeah, now try to get it set up on my other phone. So thinking I'm pretty happy with it. I think I'm gonna leave it where it is. Yeah, there go the cichlids again.
Well, there's some Corys up front now. I guess they're hungry. Is
Yeah,
it
I
time?
just dropped some wafers in and cichlids leave everything alone, then they'll come out and eat.
Sketty Nona says greetings.
Who is that?
Sketty Nona.
Okay.
And new local Austin says, hello, friends. Is this great? What a couple. They have seen a few sunsets together. Thank you.
A
did you
few.
did you see that?
Yeah,
That's sweet.
23 years of it.
Yeah, I believe he's one that watched your video on either part 2 or part 3, and he says, Susan, you and Rod need to do more videos together. He said, we have a good chemistry. Oh,
Yeah,
here's Melvin, legacy hobbyist. He says, you can enjoy both hobbies, your cars and your fish tank, the best of best worlds, Rod.
yeah. I try to, but I'm gonna run and try to finish set or do some more setup on my phone if that's okay.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everybody, and thanks for the support from my wife.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. And I
All
love
right,
you.
love you, love you.
Okay,
Bye,
I'll kick you out. Bye-bye.
bye.
Oh, I really appreciate him trying to do that and showing us his beautiful tank. I tell him all the time, I really do think his is the best looking aquarium in the house. But everybody's goal is different. I don't have too many show tanks. I have one down here, but it's still a breeding for profit aquarium. And his aquarium is also a 40-gallon and a 40-gallon breeder. And we started with the rasboras, and then I added the blue dwarf rainbows, and then I added over a period of weeks. I let the beneficial bacteria catch up with the stock that was in the aquarium, along with regular feedings and stuff. And he never started overfeeding. He never started out that way. I know when I started back in the hobby, the box stores tell you feed your fish 3 times a day. Well, most of us don't know how much to even feed our fish, so we end up overfeeding, getting ammonia spikes, our fish die. We go back to the pet store and want our money back because our fish died. They do a water test and they tell us, well, you know, you had ammonia in your aquarium, so we're not going to cover replacing your fish, but you know, they tell you to do a water change and come back and get some more fish. They don't talk to you about the nitrogen cycle. And Rod set his aquarium up with plastic plants and gravel and a sponge filter that was seeded from one of my aquariums. And he got started that way. And I told him, don't add fish. I know you're tired of looking at an empty tank, but don't add fish a whole lot at a time. So I think we added the rasboras, and then we waited a couple weeks and added the the dwarf rainbows, and I was able to catch a few more rasboras. So we added a few more rasboras and ended up giving him all of the rasboras that was in my catch-all tank down here. And then he wanted that, you know, they're mid-water swimmers, and I said, well, I'll just catch a bunch of male guppies for you. And so I think I put 12 or 13 in there almost 2 or 3 weeks later. And, you know, guppies are not real filthy fish. And from then on, I think I also added, I forgot I added the Corridora also at the same time we added the Rasboras. So he watched Bubbles for a while. And I told him to feed his tank. So he fed his tank every other day, some flakes, and that helped build up the beneficial bacteria for the stock. And Melvin says, I know Petco doesn't guarantee for saltwater fish if you have them die, etc. Yeah, I don't know anything about the saltwater end. And I think every franchise, you know, they have a corporate guideline and policy that they go by. And, but they, I've had them exchange fish before, but I've never gone back to them if I had any dead fish. Um, and I found out that my local Petco has a kind of like an adoption program. I can bring fish in. I won't get any money for them. I don't get any store credit. And then for you know, a few cents, or I don't know if they charge a couple dollars or not, customers can buy fish out of the adoption tanks. So, but anyway, we added the polar blue parrot cichlids that I got from Lumpy Dog, and Rod Rod knows he's got to keep them fed. He said, or he'll miss guppies. Yeah, guppies sometimes sleep on the bottom, and um, that's when the polar blues hit. The local pet shop owes Craig's Catfish Cave 1,200 for 8 black rams I brought. They turned up thin as paper. Wow. I hope they make it good, or they're not going to, it would be too much of a lawsuit or whatever. But anyway, the changes that I make in my fish room during seasonal changes and environmental changes is like I just did. I unplug heaters sometimes when the aquariums are getting too warm, um, during the summer, spring and summer. It's been hot outside, you know, high 80s, close to 90 degrees. Humidity level's been ridiculous. And all this week, every other day or every day, we've got, you know, serious storms predicted. Craig's Catfish Cave says, I'm mad as heck about it. I've been waiting 12 months for the replacement. Oh man, I really do hope that things improve there for you. Sometimes we have to just, you know, keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing. I hope that you get favor with the store manager and they make at least some replacement. um, I split up the Shelleys because the big guy that I had was keeping the other male at bay and he was having to stay up in the grass. So I thought I got the big multifasciatus similis. I thought I got him by himself in one shell. Comes to find out there's another little one, but he doesn't treat it like a young juvenile. They pretty much swim in the same water column, and he doesn't mistreat it. So it might be a young female. So I'm hoping. Um, so in my collection, in my catch-all quarantine 40-gallon, I still have a koi angel. I still have 3 pygmy corridoras. I still have a school of about 7 or 8 Corridora agassiz. I have a small 7 or 8 school of the melon barbs and a few cherry shrimp here and there. They hide. I have 1 skunk corridora in there, and I want to get some more skunk corridora. And I've got 3 albino bristlenose pleco juveniles that are growing up in there. It's not there's no substrate. It's pretty much some of the plants are anchored, and most of them are floating. The water sprite melts back in my aquarium in that tank and in most of my tanks, but I have it that's faring pretty good. Craig's Catfish Cave says I want more skunk cories as well, but they are never available here. I haven't really looked um, in any local stores. Um, I think I looked on Dan's website. I want to get back to this comment that I missed from Aquaballs. Sorry, George. Um, he said he was getting some snowflake tree frogs. So now I got to look that up. A snowflake tree frog. And I'll share it on the screen. Oh, wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. Aren't they pretty? So are they blue or are they green? Let me just pull up images. There we go. Craig's Catfish Cave says he's got 3 of the skunk cories. I have 1, and I thought he had actually passed away because he at first used to school with the agassiz cories, and now he just pretty much hides all the time. Legacy Hobbyist says for freshwater, if your freshwater fish dies, because they will replace them if they die, Petco wants pictures of the dead fish and sample of your water and the receipt to show that you bought them there. Okay. New Local Austin says, I like all of these colors. These are beautiful. Um, you'll have to tell me a little bit about them. Are these poisonous dart frogs? Wow. They're cute and adorable. Well, he's touching them, so I guess they're not poisonous. An old super snowflake whites tree frog. Well, that's kind of cool, isn't it? Congratulations, George, at Aqua Balls. That is cool. Now, what was I going to look up? Y'all help me out. Um, uh, uh, oh, skunk cories. I was going to look at Dan's website. Skunk cory catfish at Arizona Aquatics. It's buffering. 1622 a cory. Now that's at um, Arizona Garden, Arizona Aquatic Gardens, Exotic Pets, Aqua Imports, Watley Discus, hmm, Imperial Tropicals. Let's see what Flip Aquatics has. They have the Pygmy Cory for $5.99 each. They have the Panda Cory for $9.99. They have the Paleatus, which is the salt and pepper Cory, for $6.99. They have the Orange Venezuelan Cory for $9.99. The Longfin Panda, Dwarf Anchor Cat, Green Cory, Black as Venezuela for $24.99. Oh, these are sold out. The Hasbrosis, the Albino Aeneas, and the Green Cory Longfin. Okay. Wouldn't buy from them. Read the reviews. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go right over to Dan's Fish and see if he has any. And skunk Corridora. Oh, Chew. Hi, honey. You came in when Rod was up. I'm sorry. Good to see you. Oh, none at Dan's. All right. Who else sells fish? Aquatic Arts. Um, let's see if they have any. Nope. Um, I don't know who else to check with. Aquahuna. If anyone is going past Australia and going to Dan's Fish, opening the place up day, my bags are ready. Let's see. Skunk, Cory, Dora. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh well. We'll just keep waiting patiently. Maybe somebody local or some of our local fish fam will have some skunk cories. Also, let me see my Calico bristlenose plecos have 2 drops in the tank. So I'm going to take some of the larger ones out and put them in a grow out tank and feed and water change the smaller ones. That's what I was trying to say. Upstairs in the Corridora tank, the bronze and the albino cories, I have some larger than the others. And so I'm going to take the larger ones out because now they can fend for their own food and they've probably been, um, you know, the stronger survive, blah, blah, blah. So you take the big ones out and allow the smaller ones to get more of the food source and have frequent water changes that will also help with their growth. And I almost lost the cherry shrimp colony upstairs because that's where the rice fish were at first, and I caught all the rice fish and put them in their own tank. Matt from Fish Fam Link, thank you so much. I know it's a bot. So great to have a stream and a place for the Fish Fam community to come together. Thank you. Also, don't forget to click that like and what else? And I hope everybody checked their inboxes because the last edition of the hashtag FishFam community newsletter went out on, I don't know, June the 8th, I think, 7th or 8th. And I was a guest also. Well, I wasn't really a guest, but I popped up on the live stream for the Aquatic Morning Show. I think on that Thursday or Friday, I can't remember. And Jerry was there, and Mike was there, and Dr. Awesome Anthony was there, and of course Jess and Fish Fam. Thank you, Craigs. And thank you, Skull Aquatics. Yes, even though it was the last community newsletter for a while, all of the blog articles are on slc-aquatics.org blog. And you can go there and read those articles anytime. And I guess I really need to put this one in the comment. Thank you. That's where you can actually go and read all of the articles that were ever published in the hashtag FishFam community newsletter. I want to thank the community for 2.5 years of the newsletter. And I'm excited that it lasted that long. And I'm going to leave everybody's addresses in there. I'm not going to sell them. But if my store gets off the ground, then you might get a couple newsletters here and there. I did get a nice order in from Everything Aquatic. I ordered some different foods and some regular foods. We've got freeze-dried brine shrimp cubes, and this is the 2 ounce. Sorry that it's not really focusing. And I have some balanced cichlid pellets, 3.5 millimeter. These are floating pellets, and I'm trying them out with my angels to see if they like them. Also, I have a smaller package of the algae wafer diet. These are 3 ounces of the algae wafer. And New Local Awesome says, thank you, Susan. So glad for all you do. Thank you, New Local Awesome. You are awesome. And that's the size of the wafer. about the size of a dime, a little bit bigger than a dime, definitely thicker than a dime. Some of the other foods, very veggie small wafers. Okay. These are like the algae wafers, but smaller. Sorry, guys. And I'm going to show you what they look like in comparison to the algae wafer. Melvin says, thanks, Susan, for SLC Aquatics for your hard work and dedication to the Fish Fam community newsletter. Thank you so much. Now, these are small. These are the small ones. They have regular size. That's about the size of the other algae, and they're thinner. And I like them for those that are growing up. And what else do I have? I know I have more down here. I tried some different stuff this time. Tropical flakes. That's the freeze dried. Oh, um, Tube Effects flakes. I'm excited about trying these. The Tube Effects flake. And this is a 4-ounce container. And you'll have to check out everythingaquatic.net for the pricing, because right now my pricing is a little bit different from retail. And I got the floating pellets, algae wafers, beef heart mini sticks, 3 ounces. These are the beef heart mini sticks. I haven't opened it yet. And I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. But I'll be selling some of this, and until then, check out everythingaquatic.net for your fish fam food and medicated flakes and pellets, and even I don't know if she can still get the erythromycin powder, and this one is about to expire. And these are the golden pearls that are, I want to say, 55% protein. Sorry. There we go. And this is a 1-ounce container. And another food that my fish like are these organic micro granules. That this is a 7-ounce bag. Thank you, Skull Aquatics, for sharing that link for everythingaquatic.net. And we're winding up here, close to the hour. I know the Aquatic Expo in North Carolina was over the weekend, and I've been hearing nothing but praise for those who went and participated in that. In the Fish Fam newsletter, excuse me. I don't have the link here. See, this does not allow, this is not the link for, this is the link for the articles, but it's not the link for the newsletter. Fin damage, is it fin rot by Dina of Everything Aquatic or fishcures.com. And then Bob Steenfott also shared an article, um, the role bacteria plays in keeping a balanced aquarium. And I enjoyed that article. I enjoyed both articles, and I appreciate their donation. Um, I have the Aquashella Orlando. I believe that's November the 4th and 5th. And of course, the Aquatic Expo was this weekend in North Carolina. And then the upcoming one in Pennsylvania, which is the Keystone Clash. And I don't have those dates right now, but I think it's in September. So, if there's nothing else tonight, I want to welcome my special guest, Mr. SLC Aquatics, for joining us briefly. And I also want to thank my mods and each and every one of you for coming out and participating. Don't forget to show love for love. And I'm trying to get this website off of the screen. Thank you. We love you. I don't know who's going up next. Is anybody going next? But this is Susan for SLC Aquatics, hashtag FishFamMom, touching lives one fish at a time. Love you. Until next time.